What's up? We're here getting ready for the Backroads of Appalachia 24-hour rally. I've done a few of them so far, but I'm going through some maintenance things on the Jeep. I got a new radio I put in. My old one was like Android 11 and super slow. I have a bolt-in cage, and there's a big panel that sits here, and I needed to access all this wiring. This is for my rear lights, and this is going to be for my other rear lights, and then I've got an open switch here that I left. That was a winch control. But one of the requirements this year is you need some sort of chase light. Chase lights are usually amber or red. They necessarily can't be white for legal reasons. I do have these lights, but they are white and very bright. I could angle them down, but they're still super bright. So I bought these KC Cyclone lights. They're super cool because they have a bolt hole in the middle, and I'm planning on putting them right here. And then the wiring can go through here, and it'll be all good. I do need to epoxy some magnets on this, and that one just broke too. But I may need to order some new ones. We'll see. But just to pick up here, because this all broke, I could probably order some new ones. But we'll cross that bridge. So gonna put it here, and should be out of the way. I should be able to run a bolt through there, and we'll be good. So I'm just gonna kind of place it and drill a hole. And do the same thing over here. Probably should measure, but it's fine. Then I also need to drill another hole for the wiring to go through. And it's we're gonna eyeball it as well. If that panel's gonna make it. Perfect. Put these back together. And I got some bolts here. I got some really short ones, and then some slightly longer ones. I think I'll be okay with the slightly longer ones. So let's see here. Oh yeah, they should be well out of the way. zip tie that. But I got my wiring here, and I put in a little 2-pin so that whenever I pull the top off, I can eventually add some different chase lights somewhere else. But we'll try and just, I guess I probably could have. It's gonna be just long enough. So these 24-hour rallies, they're super fun. They're not necessarily the hardest trail riding. There's definitely a good mix of everything between rock crawling and trails, like just your average fire road. And it's not really the way that I wanted to do that, but it's really about the endurance and planning out to get through 24 hours. Through an event. It's definitely something nothing like I've ever experienced. But I had a blast the last two. I didn't get to do any last year. We had a baby. So that took up. The yellow one does not want to go together. We had a baby, so I just didn't have the time to get away. I didn't want to leave my wife with 2 kids, especially 2 spawns of myself. So alright, so I went and got the other one. Get it fished in here. Oh, wrong hole. Huh. That's what she said. Lined up pretty good. And I did have some magnets. But it looks like I gotta order some more. I use them all the time for RC stuff. But with the wiring in there, this thing is a little bit more solid than I thought. I still want to order them, but the magnets aren't deep enough, so I'll have to order some more. But that's okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Just looked up. I'm excited to see what these look like. I don't think they're super bright. I think they're only like 50 watt, but that's kind of the point of a chase light and why I don't want to run these, because it's something that's going to be on the whole time that we're driving. It's just to help with dusty roads and snowy roads. I'm sure we'll end up on some snow covered roads while we're on the rally. So definitely check them out if you're interested. These are super fun events. Your rigs don't have to be super well built. They do have to have some safety features, and some things are recommended, but overall it's not terrible on what you need. Okay, go ahead, add some of this for this piece. feel like that dump truck had a flat tire. That sounded terrible. And it'll work pretty good. These little sticky 3M things. So let's see what they look like. Are they on? Oh, I don't have a fuse in my holder. That's right. I think they're in this thing. I don't have any mini ones, do I? Nope. No minis. Come on, dude. I wonder if that... Oh, that's dumb. I gotta rewire the power. I pulled off of this other switch, but it looks like that one only works. Well, anyways, show you what they look like. Oh yeah, those are cool. And then I'll get some magnets, order on Amazon to keep them down. Yeah, that'll be good. Well, other than having to redo the power circuit here, it's kind of annoying, but whatever. I guess this one might be... I don't know. I gotta get my multimeter out and figure that out. But that's cool. Then we got some lights. And I just have to do some rewiring. This one connector got to pull power from somewhere else. I've got it fused, well, piggybacked. I'll fix that. It's interesting how that's wired up. I wonder which one's pin 30. So that's 30. That's going into 2 wires. And then this one is pin 87. I wonder if this one is ignition power. I bet this one is. A lot of this stuff has been done previously on this Jeep, and I have had to go back and fix a ton of things. But those are pretty good. I like them. I'll get some magnets in there, and we'll be ready to go. The other thing I got to do on this is I'm relocating the fire extinguisher mount to somewhere up there. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching. We're getting ready for 24 hours of Appalachia, and we're gonna have ourselves a good old time. See you on the next one.